From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Making side adjustments here. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the right. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown tie. The defense putting points on the board. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The ground game. At the 35, he's loose. Lots of room to run. Hits a seam wide open. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He might want another play. Johnson wants to throw it. Dumps it to the back. Makes the catch. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
A run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall! Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Dances away. Trying to make magic with his feet. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback moving. Lets it fly. It's caught downfield. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. The Dogs pick up the 1st down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
Looking for a man, it's Knight. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Gets the back moving. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. Third and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Going right to work up top. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. Motion from the wideout. The give to the tailback. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him balled up behind the line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. String first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. What a cut. Now he's loose. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Marshall got that running game going on the last play. Let's see what they have here. Motion from the back. Johnson looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Turning and firing back to the right. That's risky. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Johnson wants to throw it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Trying play action. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Herd! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Wants to go up top. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Just misjudged it against that high sky and couldn't hang on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to take a shot. Makes a catch down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. Fires toward the target. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Dogs! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. They got into a 2-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the third quarter. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Leaves it with the running back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Rides the back on the option, the give. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Back to throw, it's Knight. Snagged out of the air. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Humphries.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Steps away to find some room. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Looking downfield, it's Knight. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Bulldogs. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. There he goes! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. The give is to Williams. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Off-play action. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going right and going deep. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Knight. Scrambling away. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. You wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll pull it down. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the 4th quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
This is a situation you dreamed of in the backyard, but now it's for real. One last chance late in the game. Final drive coming for this offense. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. That's reeled in, it's Berry. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Quarterback adapted. He makes a catch. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
my last play. I got to save my best for last. If I get in the end zone, I win this football game. So what is my play? Who is my player that I'm highlighting to go try to get this done?
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the final drive of the game comes up empty. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. On the ground, it's Bob. Plows through the defense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
That's a really nice run right there. One of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
To the air, it's Raiola. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On the move, he fires. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you talking about coming out ready, hairs on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were
turning on the Jets. Oh, he's got some space. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
We've seen it from this running back, too. There's a lot of ways he can make you miss. Bottom line, this defense has to do a better job game tackling.
Yeah, just hard to bring down. Just physical, run through people. This is a guy that defenses hate playing against, and you see why. So many yards after contact.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Right back to the well. Oh, what a... Got some room in it to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Marshall! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll try the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Shoots it to the left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Raiola. He's got it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll start this drive firing. That pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Johnson looking to throw. Picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Using his legs to buy some time. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Snares it outside. It's long.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Keeps looking downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Johnson wants to throw it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully. Forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The sure hands, it's Williams. Turning it on. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole play. Boom.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on third and short. Johnson looking to throw. Finds his tight end. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. They go to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll keep it himself. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Buys a little time with his feet. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Under fire. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. Fourth down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big fourth down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Hurd! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll give it to the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. On the run, still looking. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Wide open space. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Marshall. Great job by the back on the option.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to pass, it's Raiola. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. And they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on second down. Here's a heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got it down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Might be calling a hot route. It's a reverse. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. The give to the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Marshall quick to the line. They'll run play action. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And the offense will recover, but it's not going to make any difference as they're short of the first down marker.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick. But how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Johnson wants to throw it. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The shot that clears will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Quarterback making checks. We'll send the tight end in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Thundering Herd faces a third and short. Quarterback will keep it. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Marshall back at it with another first and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. On in the backfield. It's Moore. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. Johnson wants to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Floating away. Unleashes one. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the the chains after the second down misfire. Sends it downfield. He's got it inside the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And that's another shot to clear.
They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. So now to start the second quarter, they'll line up and try a field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. He'll get this drive started from the 29. Football with the run. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to adjust the pattern. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Humphries. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Oh, it's a reverse. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Johnson wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
You just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big 3rd down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion, keep your offense on the field, but when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away. Now a big decision coming up on 4th down.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's Moore. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Uncorks it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Williams.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's loose. There he goes.
And how about this defense flipping the field, turning a negative situation into a positive, causing the fumble, scooping that puppy up. You look at the blocking out in front of the guy, you can tell, chewing up yardage, puts it all the way back down the field, gets a ton of yards back, and now puts an offense in position to succeed.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Touchdown, Coastal! Quick strike through the air for the score. is up and good and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Johnson wants to throw it. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position. Cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Trying to set the tone with the run. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Moore. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Taylor. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
He'll do it himself on the draw. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Here comes the heat. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Johnson looking to throw. That's caught. It's Humphries. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36.
He's brought down at the 36-yard line. Second down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Coastal Carolina 10, Marshall 0.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. Bringing it back. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Motion from the wide receiver. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And the Chanticleers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Throwing right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, fourth and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Punt is on its way. And the returner will be brought down. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the